Chantel from Wildberry Quilting. Today we're going to talk about getting ready to start our sew along for the barnstarquilt sampler quilt. And I am planning to start releasing videos for the blocks, each of the blocks at the beginning of July. So if you'd like to join us, that should give you plenty of time to order a copy of the book. So it looks like I will list a couple of different places that I have found that have it available. I know that I'm pretty sure that that quarter shop has it in stock, and and I got mine from Amazon because when I ordered, Fat Quarter Shop did not. So I will link both of those down below in the description box so that you can get a hold of your copy. Now, the way that I plan to release videos for this is officially I will be doing one block a month. However, there are 20 blocks and some of them are much more simple than others. So for the very simple blocks, I will likely release one or maybe two videos for that month. That way we can get through it in a reasonable amount of time, and there's no reason to wait that long when it's a very simple block. So in addition to that, some of the more complicated blocks, for example, the very first one requires a large number of half square triangles. And for some of those more complex blocks, I plan to release an additional video that it can be used separately from our sew along, but it can be used hand in hand with it as well. Just little techniques that will help and tidbits that you might find useful along the way. I also found that while looking through the book that I believe it was the Baking Day table runner. Now this is actually, if this is the one that I'm thinking it is, which I'm pretty sure it is, it's actually made from offcuts that you will have left over from making this quilt. So for example, when they tell you to make a flying geese or a few flying geese blocks, you have the opportunity to sew an extra line and then make a flying geese and 2 half square triangles out of the fabric that you would have used just to make a flying geese block and have toss away scraps. So instead of tossing away those scraps, we'll sew an extra, well, I will, and perhaps you might decide to as well. Sew an extra line, which is not very much extra work, and at the end have a beautiful table runner to go along with our quilt. So this is our plan, and I hope you're excited and looking forward to making this quilt with me. I know I'm excited and I can't wait to start it. So I will see you in July. Oh, one additional thing before you go is that in preparation for getting the book, before starting the quilt, you're going to have to decide whether you want to sew it with fabric you already have on hand or fabrics that you order specifically for it. I highly recommend getting the book in your hand before you make that decision, because the requirements are kind of all over the place as far as how much you need of each fabric. I originally thought that maybe a large fat quarter bundle would get me through it, but once I got the book and started looking through it, I kind of thought, I don't think I feel comfortable doing that. So I will be sewing mine from my stash. And basically how that will look for me is if it tells me to grab a red and a yellow and a light blue, that's what I'm going to be looking for, is something that has a fairly similar scale to the colors used, to the fabrics used, and something that's fairly close in color. So just a little additional tip for you. And thank you for stopping by. I can't wait to sew this quilt with you guys. Thanks. Like and subscribe. Subscribe, please. If I can say that correctly, please like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.